Welcome back, friends. Today, we have an exciting and enlightening topic to explore. We're going to get into the depths of the Bible and uncover 10 lesser-known miracles that showcase the divine power and love of God. Get ready to be amazed and inspired as we embark on this journey of faith and wonder. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Miracle number 1, the healing of Naaman. In 2 Kings 5, we encounter the story of Naaman, a mighty commander suffering from leprosy. He seeks healing from the prophet Elisha, who instructs him to wash in the Jordan River 7 times. Initially, Naaman is skeptical and even outraged by the simplicity of the solution. However, upon obeying the prophet's instructions, he is miraculously cleansed and restored to full health. This miracle teaches us the importance of humility, faith, and obedience. Miracle number 2, the widow's oil. In 2 Kings 4, we witness the incredible provision of God through the miracle of the widow's oil. Facing overwhelming debt after her husband's death, the widow turns to the prophet Elisha for help. With only a small jar of oil left, Elisha instructs her to gather as many empty containers as possible. Miraculously, that small jar of oil fills every container, providing enough to pay off her debts and sustain her family. This miracle reminds us of God's abundant provision when we trust in Him. Miracle number 3, the healing of the paralytic at Bethesda. In John 5, we encounter the story of a man who had been an invalid for 38 years, lying beside the pool of Bethesda. When Jesus approaches him and asks if he wants to be healed, the man explains his inability to reach the waters for healing. Jesus then tells him to rise, take up his bed, and walk. Instantly, the man is healed, demonstrating Jesus' divine power over physical limitations. This miracle teaches us that with faith in Christ, even the most impossible situations can be transformed. Miracle number 4, the multiplication of the loaves and fishes. We've all heard of Jesus feeding the multitude with 5 loaves and 2 fish. But did you know that a similar miracle occurred earlier? In Matthew 15, Jesus multiplies 7 loaves and a few small fish to feed 4,000 men, plus women and children. This miracle reminds us of God's abundant provision, His willingness to meet our physical needs, and the importance of sharing what we have with others. Miracle number 5, the healing of the blind man at Bethsaida. Mark 8 tells the story of a blind man brought to Jesus for healing. Jesus spits on his eyes, lays hands on him, and asks if he can see anything. The man, although partially healed, sees people as trees walking. Jesus touches his eyes again, and his sight is fully restored. This unique miracle demonstrates Jesus' compassion and willingness to work in stages, reminding us to have patience and trust in His timing. Miracle number 6, the floating axe head. In 2 Kings 6, we encounter a miraculous event involving a borrowed axe that falls into the water. As the distraught man explains his predicament to the prophet Elisha, the prophet cuts a stick and throws it into the water, causing the iron axe head to float to the surface. This miracle not only reveals God's power over the laws of nature but also highlights His concern for even the smallest details of our lives. Miracle number 7, the healing of the woman with the issue of blood. In Mark 5, we discover the inspiring story of a woman who had suffered from a hemorrhage for 12 years. She approaches Jesus, believing that if she could just touch the hem of His garment, she would be healed. As she touches His clothes, her faith makes her well, and Jesus acknowledges her healing. This miracle teaches us about the power of faith, persistence, and the healing touch of Jesus. Miracle number 8, the healing of Malchus' ear. Amidst the chaos of Jesus' arrest in the Garden of Gethsemane, one of His disciples, Peter, draws his sword and cuts off the ear of a servant named Malchus. Jesus immediately heals Malchus' ear, restoring it completely. This lesser-known miracle demonstrates Jesus' love, mercy, and desire for reconciliation, even in the midst of violence and hostility. Miracle number 9, the deliverance of Peter from prison. In Acts 12, we witness the incredible escape of the Apostle Peter from prison. While awaiting execution, an angel appears, causing Peter's chains to fall off and leading him past guards and iron gates to freedom. This miracle showcases God's power to set us free from any form of bondage and reminds us of the importance of fervent prayer in times of crisis. Miracle number 10, the raising of Tabitha, Dorcas, from the dead. In Acts 9, we learn about Tabitha, a beloved disciple known for her acts of charity. After her sudden death, the believers send for the Apostle Peter, who, through prayer, raises her from the dead. This remarkable miracle demonstrates God's power over death and reveals His compassion for the grieving. It also emphasizes the importance of using our lives to impact others positively. And there you have it, friends. 10 lesser-known miracles from the Bible that highlight the power, love, and compassion of God. These stories inspire us to deepen our faith, trust in God's provision, and embrace His transformative power in our lives. We hope you've enjoyed this journey of discovery and that it encourages you to explore the wonders of the Bible further. Remember, miracles are not confined to the past. They continue to happen in our lives today.